welcome back to the studio. And yeah, a bit of a quick game, so a bit of a long break, but of course now we're back. Just got to say, Team Dog, surprise of the tournament for me thus far.
Yeah.
If you guys were staring at the standings, bopping your head to the music in the break, you would have seen they are currently 4th.
Yep. They got their shit together pretty quick, didn't they?
And for me, I got to say, MVP was Misery.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like that setup on the kills mid, like on Crit and Rise, that was game breaking. Like the fact that they got those two at that point in time. And Webhouse actually brought up a good point. I was talking to him like during the break, and he's like, that Invoker didn't do anything like the whole game.
No,
Like, he
weird.
actually did nothing.
Like I understood like a really nice. Like, okay, you get the Treant pick, and maybe we'll check on the standings. I
think they were gonna go to the player though, weren't they? Were they gonna go
maybe I don't know what they were trying to do. They were like, Misery is very elusive. There he is. Yeah, Misery. Like he played so well, and even the rotation bottom early on, where they ended up getting a couple of kills. It's just the fact that you made that Spectre's life a little bit harder, but you also stop any rotations coming into mid to help the Invoker maybe put some pressure on the tower.
Yeah.
So they kind of held everybody from Meet Your Makers just in that bottom lane. And what was really odd to me was when they actually had the TP reaction come in, they decided to like go back to mid.
Well, Chen
I was like,
Chen and I think it was it Misery?
Somebody was pushing.
Pycat was there.
Pycat and Chen.
yeah, but
They were pressuring the mid.
Take a look at some of the replays and see exactly what happened. Yeah, but at the same time, it's like you obviously knew from the draft that Team Dog were setting the pace of the game.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like relying on your Spectre getting something. And yeah, sure, you don't want to lose your tier 1 towers in terms of like mid. There's a very important one. And Pycat was definitely pushing top. But yeah, you want to get some gold. And here we have it. This was the setup. Here comes the tornado.
The first blood, man.
Comes the kill.
First blood Dota.
Yeah. And he got the Darkseer back on track as well.
Yeah, he was level 2 and then all of a sudden he's level 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of Rise, we'll talk about him for a moment. Now, he was mid and he was doing well. He had the Treant. He got his Ring of B a little bit later, which Lumi, I think, questioned.
I think
So
it
he
was
got
fine,
first.
like honestly. Like
It's just like
Invoker,
weird to me.
He already has so much damage. Right?
Regen, the mono regen.
Yeah, but it's like what, 0.65? Like he wasn't even using his spells anyway. Like he didn't Sunstrike
Did you see
like
a
at all.
Sunstrike the whole game?
No, that's what I was. That's what I
For
mean.
Invoker, yeah.
That's the point that Webhouse brought up, and I was like, yeah, that's a really good point because typically, like bottom, like he said, you could just Sunstrike on Smoggle League, you know, like when he's running away and just like apply more pressure, if anything, like just stop him from getting, you know, whatever he got. So, yeah, I think that his presence was supposed to be more of like a get my mech, go to team fight, start pushing. I thought that's what they were going to do.
Well, that's why I was like, when they were bottom, I was like, bring everybody down. Fuck it, just get the tower. Like you'll lose 1, maybe you'll lose 2, but then you'll start fighting.
They could have
with that
easily
mech.
gone tier 2.
Yeah, you've got exactly, and they could have actually opened up the map instead of just being like, oh shit, our tier 1s have slowly gone, and then Team Dog really good decision with the Necromicons. They had no way to stop him. No counter push. And we can see a little bit earlier, this was the fight bottom that we wanted them to continue on.
To
and
push
they did get a
afterwards.
kill. Poor Fogged ended up dying a couple times on his Chen. There was only 4 deaths, and I think he had like at least 2 of them. And then I think it was Crit on the Dazzle, ended up after that just trying to defend mid by himself, lost the tower anyway.
Yeah.
And then eventually lost the fight. So, not good.
I think the point that he didn't have the Sunstrike was because he wanted to win the lane so hard against Puck. But like, you know,
You just
he-
need
yeah, but
Force
you should
Spirit
have it-
for that.
yeah, but he wanted the cold snap as well, I guess. And
No, I think the lack of Sunstrike is really like, who are you Sunstriking with? Like normally you have a Shadow Demon setup, you have a Long Sun setup. They have Poison Touch.
but there was a few times when he was going like head to head with the Dazzle in the bottom lane, and like they were just literally punching
He
each
could have
other.
easily Sunstrike.
Okay,
Yeah,
at least throw one
easily,
there. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. But back to the point about pushing, I completely agree with you, James. I think if you're against a lineup that wants to push you early, you trade. You have a Spectre.
trade, yeah.
I mean, who
just
cares if
give him some gold and get him
you get
some
a tower,
items,
I get a tower, we get to a quicker radiance. You're gonna get our tower anyways because you're a pushing lineup. I'm surprised I didn't trade. Yeah.
I'm also surprised, like you actually said it during the game, that he went Vanguard and Drums.
Yes.
Because at the end of the game, he had more than enough for Relic. He would have been like kind of close to Radiance.
He was like a 3,200 gold relic.
yeah, like he could have actually had his Radiance if he didn't go Drums on top of the Van. Like get one or the other, don't get both. You know.
Yeah, and then Pycat came into play in the mid game after he plays the Mirana or any hero pretty farmy.
Yeah.
And rightfully so when he was given such an easy lane. He came into the mid game and actually hit a couple of nice arrows as well. It was easy setups. I think this is actually the one where Arrow comes in on top, but we can see
sets it
Misery
up.
just goes.
So nice.
Oh,
and
yeah.
by the way, Shane, you're correct. Fiend Script does drain mana, but only if you have Aghanims. So You guys said
No,
it
Fiend's
No,
Grip drains
Freeze
mana
Grip always
regardless.
drains mana.
No,
He
I
said
think it
Nightmare drains mana.
You said Nightmare drains mana?
I thought it did. I don't know.
Oh, you're
Nightmare's
crazy.
just
I know,
HP
apparently.
removal.
Well, I'm wrong as well now.
But
Yeah,
Fiend's
we're
Grip
all
drains 10%
Never
of your
look like
mana
idiots.
every second that it's out.
I thought I was being all factual and shit.
I don't play support heroes. I'm one of them.
And there's
Neither
another
of you.
arrow. There's 2 arrows in the course of this fight.
Yes.
And 4 crits. Gonna go down. Yeah, that was pretty much the end of it.
I mean, up until that point, Team Dog had momentum, but that was the point where it's like, okay, now suddenly it hit the fan, you know? It was really too hard for him to come back.
But that literally, if he didn't vacuum that invoker at that exact time, he would have been like he would have got the mech off, and the whole fight could have been completely
yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Nicely done. All right, so there we have it. Meteor Makers unfortunately lose their first game, but they will become playing next, and they're going up against Alliance. Amazing. Shane, before we intro that, at the start of the show, we asked you to get people on Twitter, and apparently, Shane, you're a pretty good promoter because you got a whole 3 people tweeted in.
Did you check this before? I got 3, but they're a good 3. They're so okay. So
We might be able to bring them up on screen for you, Shane.
oh, can we do that? Do I have that? Do I have to press? Oh, I
There
press.
we go, Shane.
Technology.
This is one of your questions.
Is it? MYM down, solid position. Woof woof. That's
Like,
not a question.
Pretty intriguing question.
I think
And
we
that's
just...
actually misery.
yeah, I was going to
maybe
say,
they
that's actually misery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there should be
Misery.
a question mark at the end of woof woof, and it should be like,
Yeah.
you know, woof woof.
What would your answer be, Shane?
Yes.
Not a woof?
No.
No.
That's too obvious.
Okay, let's bring up the other 2 questions that Shane got us on the show today to fill some content, quality content with Shane here.
Follow Too Good. That's you. Where is Bruno?
That I didn't tweet. Why have you got access to my Twitter?
Because it says. That's what it says. I'm just reading.
Oh, that's a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's abandoned talking about Dota on the show to work on Dota at home.
Him and his
He's got
responsibilities.
he's got some responsibilities to do. So that's all I can say.
I hate responsibilities. It's like fun. Nobody likes that shit.
You could be the fun moderator, Andy.
I could.
That would be good.
Okay. Apparently, I have another question that says something. There. How are we doing today? There we
That's
go.
the question you were asking for.
Well, someone else asked it.
yeah.
I had nothing to do with that, and I am definitely not F1 Mako.
How were you seriously considering just like starting tweeting at the show yourself, just so
I
you had
actually
some
was,
questions?
yeah. But I can't log out of
But
Twitter.
he stole your questions. So I'm doing all right. Actually, I got to sleep last night a little bit late because
No, really?
because Mingles, Victory Cat, had 4 kittens in my closet.
So now how many kittens do we have in the house, James?
Well, we have 11 cats right now, Andy. The cats are outnumbering the humans, and I'm starting to side with the cats. I think I'm going to join them.
They're way cuter.
Huh?
Well,
The kittens are way cuter.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I can describe the kittens because we're going to want to give them away. But after this question from iPaul A, Statsman Bruder, it seems you are the glue that holds DreamLeague together because right now everything is falling apart. Obviously, that is not a question. Very silly viewer. Probably doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, I did make a complete balls of the drafting thing.
Oh, yeah, but that's because Weapons didn't tell you how to use it properly.
And he still hasn't really told me, so this is gonna...
No, it's okay.
All right.
It's fine.
We'll wing it.
All right, so kitten story, right?
Yeah.
We've got a lot of kittens right now. Just to give you, outside my bedroom, there's a box with a towel on it, and there's a little white cat in there, and there's 2 white kittens.
And one black one.
And yeah, but it's going to be a tabby. They snark off a little darker. It's going to
Does
be
it?
a tabby. So we've got 1 tabby, 2 white kittens.
So it's exactly the last batch.
Exactly same as the last
Yeah.
batch. And then in my closet, which is where the premium kittens are. So if you come around our house and you want to buy a kitten, we'll show you the first 3. And like,
No,
you know,
we'll
we'll be
associate
like,
with the door first.
Yeah, we'll associate
we
at the
can't
door.
actually sell them yet, though. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Because it has to be like
we
12
can take
weeks.
a pre-order, pre-release.
Pre-order the kittens.
You have to pay extra and you get a free box.
Get it in alpha stage. So you come in, and you know, and outside my door there's a box, and I'll be like, "Here's a box," and I'll be like, you know, they're not impressed with those kittens, and I'll be like, and there's a special batch, you know, we keep some at the back, and then I'll take them in, and like I actually have to open my closet, and at the bottom of my closet is just a really angry Mingles, and she's got 1 tabby, and she's got a tabby with a white face and white paws, and then 2 white ones as well. So you've got 4 white kittens. I hope someone wants white kittens.
They didn't seem to be that big of a sell last time around.
didn't try.
Everyone wanted Munchkin.
Yeah, that's true. But Munchkin, he makes little noises when he jumps
It's
around.
pretty cute.
Yeah.
He walks in. He walks like if you let him in, he just goes. He walks past. He goes, and if he jumps on your bed, he goes. And he doesn't look at you. He just acknowledges you. You let him in. He's like and just keeps on
Sticks
walking.
up,
I think
goes
that's
behind your
roughly the sound he makes.
Yeah, give or take.
He does it cute. Dota, we've got another game coming up for you. Make
Soon.
sure you pre-order some kittens here at the ASUS ROG DreamLeague. It's what we do. We can't have 11 cats. Our landlady doesn't know we have cats.
And we suspect that Snow is pregnant as well,
Yes, we do.
Wait,
Yeah.
which means that we could have anywhere from 10 to 11 kids.
The landlady does not know you have cats.
Well, she doesn't know we have kittens. I had to hide them when the cleaners came.
Did you not
round,
notice there was
'cause
a locked door?
No, she
Yeah.
knows.
She doesn't know we
She
have
has to
kittens.
know.
Oh,
she knows,
do
we have,
kittens.
she knows we have cats and we're not allowed on the lease. It's like no pets.
So
And
why
Irish
do you-
people. Huh?
So why do you have cats if it says no?
Because Mingles turned up at my door and she was like people in our area, because it's like this posh area, right? They're all like assholes as far as I asked the neighbor, I said, hey, I'm going away for a week. Can I just give you the key? And then maybe you can come around and just put food out for the cats, like, a couple times. And I was like, they're really nice kittens. And I know you got kids. Maybe take the kids over. And, he was like, no, I can't do that. Literally just said, no, I can't do that. He's like, it's across the road. And so anyway, people in our area apparently have cats just for the summer. Because they're like
Summer cats.
yeah, summer
it's
cats.
a thing in Sweden.
And then they leave them out in the wild and fuck off. And so Mingles came round and she was like, I'm a summer cat. And I was like, I've got no food. Do you like Pringles? And then she was like, I love Pringles. So she ate Pringles and she's very social. She started mingling, so she became Mingles.
there you
And
go.
that's why we
What a
have 11
story.
cats, because I haven't taken them down the vet.
You're taking
I know,
him this
bro.
time.
No, we were driving by the vet the other day, and it's literally like 100 meters away from the house.
I don't want someone to take my balls off, if I was
Well,
Munchkin.
they don't have. Well, Munchkin's the only boy, and I'm pretty sure they're not his babies.
Yeah, he's too stupid to know.
He
how
doesn't
to-
Where
really-
does it go?
He doesn't know.
I've had the same problem.
Yeah. How does it work? Don't know. How does Dota work, though? Well, it's a 5v5 game between two teams, and we've got two pro teams coming up for you. Hopefully they're pro. It's Meet Your Makers. They need to win a game. They're 0-7. They're at the bottom right now. They've changed their roster. So there we have it there. We got Link and also Rise, who we haven't got a picture of. Rise, he played well mid up until the point where he stayed level 11 for about 5 minutes and didn't do anything. So we'll see what he can do. Hopefully more, but again, he's going to be up against Alliance.
When did they become a team? Like they only got them in recently. Like
They're all-
MYM.
Yeah.
no,
They've known each other for ages, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But they literally, this is probably the first tournament game they played together.
Okay.
Like, I really hope it goes well for them. But again, they're up against Alliance, and they're going to be playing 2 today, Alliance. They're on my fantasy team. It's Loda, S4, Admiral Bulldog, EGM, and Ake.
it's actually pretty funny in the fantasy league. It doesn't say EGM Alliance anymore. It just says
Dooney.
Dooney.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he doesn't have a team.
Yeah.
Apparently, he no longer plays for Alliance.
He's a
Well, that's because he's going to be the worst player today because he's been playing Diablo with me. But someone who hasn't been playing Diablo that should be on point is Loda. How is this team doing? Like, how are they performing? Like, it's hard for me to judge them because they're in the top 6, but we don't really know how good they're doing because they've only played a few games. It was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
But if they win 2 today, they're at the top. And
This guy would know.
Yeah, they
This
played
guy got
against
to watch a best of 5, right?
best of 5 against Navi in TGCL and won 3-1. 3-2.
3-2, yeah. Navi.
Alliance lost it, but they play well. So I expect them to.
was the last game.
You expect him
what
to
was
come
that?
in and chop people?
Make-
Yes.
Make sushi?
This is MIM right there getting it.
They're just gonna so they're gonna get it.
Yeah.
I just imagine you getting really angry at someone and just kind of like giving them the stare and going. And then walking off, and the person just like really confused, but because they're so confused, you get a cheeky punch in.
Yeah.
Good
But he's
tactic.
already walked off.
Yeah.
No, but they kind of just turned his back, went round.
Oh, the
Yeah.
loop, the loop.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
It's the
Yo,
okey
rope-a-dope.
dope, man. Yeah, there you go.
Beautiful.
So you think it's just going to be all Alliance?
Yeah. I mean, judging from how the last game
Okay,
went.
let's be fair though, right? Like objectively speaking, I think MYM's draft was actually okay if they had played it better. If
You mean the
their-
draft where they couldn't win every
if
lane?
their mid did anything the whole game. Like I saw him get a mech. I'm like, okay, sweet, they got a mech. Like pretty early on, he's doing
And
well in
then-
the lane, and then they
Is it
get.
his
Vanguard
fault or the
pushing?
team's fault
No,
for
it's
not pushing?
It's definitely his fault.
Okay.
Like
I was trying to give
Like,
you guys
you
a
Let's not
can-
point fingers here, Andy.
you don't lose the lane if you invoke a Sunstrike. Okay, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
You never know.
Whatever, man. I'm over it.
Maybe he was playing Dota on the new Valve joystick.
Yeah, you can only use two
Yeah.
spells.
Oh, they have
yeah.
one of those, don't they? So I forgot about that.
Yeah. Looks like Darth Vader. We got another tweet. We got it in. Right. What have we got? DreamLeague. Can we work the kittens into Luminous Inverse's cosplay?
Chen cosplay.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. And
Here's the thing, though. Like for Chen, he could control where the
No,
things
no.
go.
Chen or Enchantress.
No, I pick up the kittens.
I like
Yeah.
how it took James thinking he's like, I
I
got it.
I got it. Yeah, go on. What's
No, I
up?
pick up the kittens and they just say "fuck off" and they just jump off. They don't. They
No,
don't
but
like
you
me.
have to create a bond with them. You're Chen. You love your babies.
Oh, they're always like that when they're first born.
All right.
Like
Okay.
No,
after
you haven't picked up the kittens.
No.
You've picked up the
other ones,
yeah,
right?
the
But
big
the
ones.
thing is, like, if
the
you're
bigger.
with them, since they're small, they're just like whatever. Like I can
Yeah.
pick up Munchkin and be like Simba, and he just is like whatever.
I see.
Yeah, but he is ridiculously stupid. But yeah, we could work. We could work that in. Maybe an enchantress.
We have a HUD now.
What the heck?
I just
Or a
realized
Chen.
Why do we have
there
it?
is
though?
there is now a HUD for ASUS ROG DreamLeague.
Is that air
It's in the game.
Oh, did it just turn up?
Yeah.
It wasn't here last game.
Yeah, last game it was the regular loading screen, and now it's actually in game.
But is that actually
What a segue for you to plug.
the compendium? I did it. Oh, what are we talking? Bum, bada, bum, bum, bum. Has it? No. Still.
Not yet.
No.
Close? Are we any closer?
$118.
What is it?
118.
Just like mental math quiz or something like that? You
Yeah.
see it? You can like read it
Look,
upside
you don't
down.
get to go home if you can't do the subtraction
do we
and
have?
additions.
Got 2 sec. So
Add that into the prize pool.
Oh yeah, it's actually important.
Yeah,
like,
you just put it on the end of the.
Shane actually like
It's actually breaking the tablet.
That's
it's not
fine.
breaking it. It's like things it's pressing.
this thing's
stuff.
falling on my head as well.
All right.
all right. We're
Well,
fine.
with that being said, we're almost at 200,000. If you feel so kind and want to get a compendium, you're more than welcome to do so. It supports the players. It supports us. I say us, it's more the league, but the players obviously get a percent and they get to play for the prize money, which is their percent. So make sure you do that. And if you're watching on stream and you just want to watch on stream, that's fine too, because the ad revenue also goes to some of the players and teams. And Andy is correct, because we're going into game. It's Alliance versus Meet Your Makers. Always going to be a close one. Anticipated match. Please, Meet Your Makers. Just
This is your
fight.
time.
Just fight. Even if you lose, just fight.
MYM fighting.
Yeah.
Boom. All right.
Well played. Well played. Hopefully for James, the Blizzard servers are actually up for this game, because the only reason he had any idea what was going on last game is because they were down. So that's okay though. We love him anyway. It was good. I mean, you kind of just said what I said, but in a different way.
But the thing is, I went out before you.
I got
Did
back
you?
to him.
I was listening to your commentary, and I was like, it's missing so obvious points. I was like, the Invoker hasn't rotated. They shouldn't have gone back mid.
No, we said that like as it happened.
Oh, no, you didn't. I mean, they
What?
only just turned my mic on now. But either way, Andy, you can. I agree. I am very smart, and I did. Call
No,
that
they-
game perfectly.
They didn't turn Andy's
They can
mic
hear
off.
me. They just couldn't hear you.
So you're just making
So you
things up
can't
now.
actually supplement what I said with what I said, because they could hear me the whole time.
But yes, you're very smart, James.
I'm done.
Next time, man. Next time. You'll get him eventually.
Meet Your Maker's gonna win.
All right, I'm ready.
Are they going to pick some?
I'm ready to see him post a W, man.
All right, I'm off to DDoS Alliance. Be back in a minute.
Just googling Alliance over and over again. This is
What a
how it
player.
works.
What a player. Okay, so Alliance versus MYM. 2 games in a row, they've actually banned out Lycan. But I think last time banning it against Team Dog, they're one of the, I would say, the forerunners in terms of picking that hero. Like, they've been doing it pretty often. Started doing it when it was, like, before it was cool. They're like the Lycan hipsters, I guess you could say. But they're going to ban it out again. And MYM are going to take Invoker for the second time in a row. And Alliance are quick to respond with their Nyx Assassin and Venomancer. Or Venomancer, as our MIA friend would say.
Yeah, I hope they go for the Veno. Or sorry.
That's pretty good.
The Veno?
What does it mean though?
What type of Veno is that?
Venom.
what, I meant,
The most feared Venom.
what I meant to say is they go Veno AA combo, which is a combo that we've been seeing more and more lately. I think Team Empire ran it. It's just like you have this one team fight where your A outlands, and then your Veno outlands, and suddenly like everybody just dies. It's a combo that should get picked more, in my opinion.
Yeah, but we also have to take into consideration those supports. When we saw Misery play Lich against one of those teams who ran a composition like that, where the two supports were pretty greedy or stationary, you can punish them so hard in the laning phase. So it's really hard to get away with picking both of them together. But I think with having a Nyx who can actually kind of force fights, especially once he gets 6. I mean, we can assume, off-lane Nyx because that just seems to be the thing to do nowadays. But even as just an additional support, I don't think it's that bad when you partner it with a Veno because your damage output's still going to be high. So I think that Alliance's options are still more or less open, and plus they can decide for themselves what they want to put against the Invoker, which I also think is kind of a leg up.
Yeah. So with the Bane being picked up here, ideally you want support to actually deal with it, and AA not exactly a support that does something. All right, you figured it out.
Did you do it?
We've seen some graphs.
Look at that!
What a player.
52% win rate.
That's not even that good. My pub
No,
win rate's higher than that.
Same. And
Is it actually?
Yeah, mine's like 57%.
What?
I don't believe you.
On Invoker.
Oh, on Invoker, okay. I think mine's like 70. And I've only
Well,
played him like 50 times.
I played like 400.
Holy crap. You're an Invoker picker, man.
Well,
You're
I
a
did it before
wizard.
it was cool. Back in
No,
the
man,
80s.
it was always cool.
Yeah,
No,
you're a wizard.
When the Regents didn't give any stats.
No,
Remember that day?
After they nerfed Force Staff was actually when I started playing, and no one else played Invoker. So it's not like when you play now.
No, Invoker was already cool then.
No, when they nerfed Force Staff,
No,
and
no.
they
Who's
nerfed
that guy who
Invoker at
plays
the same
Invoker all the
time.
time? Goody? Isn't that who plays it? Like,
I don't
no,
know.
Gideon. Gideon's the guy who plays
Yeah,
it
yeah.
like non-stop. He has like 17,000 Invoker games. He just like buys a refresher just to like double Sunstrike people. Gets like 2 kills with 2 Sunstrikes.
I've done that once. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Feels good. Feels pretty
But I
good.
did them like one after the other. So you know the way you hate the first Sunstrike hits, and you're like, oh my god, I'm alive.
You hit like one Sunstrike, you're like, whew, I'm out of the fog. And then another hit, you're like, what happened? Did I cue WTF mode?
All right, so let's see here. Does this work?
It
Come
could.
on, come on. Okay, so I don't press that button.
Yeah, don't ever press that button, basically, is what we're getting at. So, Mirana pick up here from Alliance, and NYM are looking at one more. The secondary bans are Bat and Centaur, which, I mean, those are 2 heroes that are very good at kind of getting in your face, like we want to initiate on you. I think the Centaur ban is warranted, but I'm not entirely sure about the Bat, just for the sole reason that you already have an Nyx on your team, and Plague Wards are very annoying for
Yes.
Bat Rider,
Yes.
unless you come in through, like, the side of the trees, when you're walking through like either top or bottom lane, depending on which team you're on. You can kind of use that to your advantage too. But I think it's just because they're going to play a more aggressive style that you don't really want to get punished. And it looks like MYM's response to that is just going to be picking up a Clockwork.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm also surprised by the Bat ban, considering that Alliance plays themselves very good bats. S4 being known for a Bat Rider player, but Clockwork being picked up. Hopefully we're going to see some Sunstrike in this game. If you have Cogs setting it up for you, maybe we'll see it. If we have Bane Sleep setting it up for you,
Maybe
we'll see
somebody's Fiend script for like refresher Fiend script. Got to get that like 10-second setup.
and then we'll maybe see a Sunstrike. Or maybe not. Maybe he'll
Maybe
go
he'll just go
Crosswax.
Crosswax, yeah.
And you can't blame him.
That's the thing, though, is like it's so easy to get trapped in the mentality of I don't ever have to leave my lane as Exort Invoker. Like anyone who's played Exort, you're just like, yeah, I can leave my lane, but I also kind of want to get level 9. And then you want to get level 10 because you want either an extra point into Exort or you want to get a point into Wex.
Yep.
And then you're like, I might as well just buy a Midas and sit here and push as soon as the puck leaves my lane. Right? Like maybe that's the kind of mentality that he had adopted, but
Sand King.
didn't work out for him. Sand Kungen.
Haven't seen Alliance play
Sanking
Sand
is
King much.
really, really good. I feel like he's one of those supports like Earthshaker is just very undervalued in terms of what he
He can
brings.
jungle, man.
He can?
Yeah, Sandstorm. I mean, you need level 2 Sandstorm, but you can do it.
I've seen actually some builds where you just go level 1 Burrow Strike and you just AFK with level 2 and 3 Sandstorm. And you come out jungle at 5.
Yeah.
So you have the early game, you do a little bit more stacking and that kind of stuff. But it looks like we're going to see Enigma. Very interesting. In the sense that you pick it after Sand King, in my opinion.
It's more push.
It is?
Yeah, and I think that actually it's not too bad because still if you get a BKB, there's no way you can stop the Enigma. And maybe they just don't want the Invoker to make a mech. Maybe they want him to be able to buy something else.
Sure. I think Invoker Mech's actually quite good though.
Well, if he goes Exort, but
Yeah.
maybe with this team, maybe he doesn't go Exort, maybe he goes Crosswax.
Sure. I think it still could be either way so far. Like,
Yeah, of course. Like you could argue strong points for both sides. Just depends on if they want to push more, which obviously Exit would be the better choice, or if they want to be able to fight a little bit earlier and have an easier time, which would probably be Quaswex.
I wonder what MYM's going to be picking for their hardcore cure right now. Seems like...
I thought they would want Luna themselves, given their lineup, but they've actually banned it. I mean, Alliance have the pick out of the last ban phase, so they could have, I guess, taken Luna themselves if they want S4 to play Mirana, which I believe he has actually already played. Here in the ASUS ROG
couple
DreamLeague.
games there.
Yeah,
One
so-
game.
In general, sorry. Like
he's actually played it outside of the tournament as well.
Yeah, picking up a couple games.
I don't watch any of them games. This is the best tournament.
It is. It really is. Mainly because when I commentate, I can almost not see the screen because of how shiny your head is, man. It's like unreal.
The work that it takes to get at this, like...
To get even to this point is a
Yeah,
struggle. Is
exactly.
basically what we're saying. And Alliance, they're going to go with a gyrocopter pick.
Yeah.
So,
You know, if this is 6.81, we'll be talking about, solo mid gyro getting that acceptor. What do you think about that change, Andy?
20-second cooldown, man.
25.
25?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was 20. Yeah, okay, it's 25. So still, you can ult every single creep wave from anywhere on the map. You can permanently push in a wave.
Yeah. At level 16, one hit KOs a wave.
Well, depending on how fast you get 16.
Yeah.
Because creep health increases.
Oh,
so.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll pretty much always kill the range creep, but it won't always kill the melee creeps, but it will do enough damage to the point where the wave's going to be crazy low.
Slug pickers. Okay.
MYM, man.
Every time I see Slark in like a pro game, it never ends well. I think I've seen
Really?
it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it win.
You didn't see when Miguel played Slark, did you? Like way, way back.
No.
When it used, I mean, it was Sigma, but it was like an earlier iteration of Sigma.
Was it like during the West qualifiers last year?
Yeah.
That's when it really blew
And
up.
they were
right?
like owning
yeah,
with
yeah.
Slark.
Well, nobody knew how to deal with it then.
Yeah, but I mean, he would go like mid, right? He would go mid Slark, which people can beat pretty easily now.
Yeah.
But he would go like phase drums, BKB, like every single game, and he would just massacre people with that. It was so crazy.
It's really good against Venomance, actually. He literally does nothing to you.
Literally taking no damage.
Exactly.
I see what you're saying.
I think one thing that MYM needs to do, particularly in this game because of the draft, is they need to take down tier 1 towers, which against Alliance, they generally defend their towers quite well. You need those tier 1s being down to give your Clockwork as well as your Slark a lot of room to assassinate stuff.
Yeah.
And also Mirana, actually, now that I think about it. She can't leap away. It's
Yeah.
so annoying playing Mirana against Slark.
I actually think the Slark pick is a little bit suspect just because there are 2 ground stuns on the side of Alliance. Like, so while he's in his ulti, he can still be disabled, which is...
3 if you count Arrow.
Yeah, you can count arrow as well. I mean, it's a little less likely, but it is possible. I just feel as though you want that ability to be a pure I'm not gonna die kind of moment, whereas I think Alliance could still potentially kill him
That's a great point, yeah.
while he's in that. And you have cooldown, and you have Venomancer ulti. So... Wait, does Venomancer
I don't
hit
think it
invisible
hits-
units?
No, it doesn't.
No,
It doesn't.
No.
Okay.
Same as
So
the
yeah, okay,
Shaker.
so that doesn't land. But the Alliance here, they're looking for the level 1, man, and they got it in spades, as they say. Oh, they're gonna see the Bane, but he's
Scouting
gonna walk
arrow?
away. Nah, he
Arrow
shouldn't
of
get caught by this.
Destiny. He's kind of...
Why is he just like
I don't
stutter
know.
stepping?
30
No, he's running.
seconds to
He's really
battle.
fast too. Bane has like 315 base move speed, so he's fine. And Link's like, please, no, I'm panicking. This is where you really wish that your Sand King had boots.
Yeah.
That's the thing I think more teams should do.
Yeah, it was back in the day when Mousewort played it. This is like a year and a half ago. Come With Me would play their support Sand King. He always goes boots first. And I just
Yeah.
don't know why teams do more of that. It's fairly effective.
Look at that camera work, man. What a clockwork. What a
Zooming in on
blueberry.
Nicholas Balls.
Blueberry.
He looked like a blueberry.
This
like,
thing
in
where it
Warcraft 3.
says Rise Invoker is it looks really cool. And it does it instantly, I'm pretty sure. Does it do it instantly? Go to another one really
What
quick.
a hut.
Except you
It does.
you do it and then Envy has some like anime name. It says like
Seren-
C9
What was her name?
Senjo Gahara,
Sanjo Gahara.
and then it says Luna.
By the way, why is he like exempt from actually using his real name?
Yeah, every time people ask him to change, and he'll just change it back to his real name, and then like the next game he pretend he forgot, I think, and then he just
What a
He's
name.
like, oh, it's not like every single tournament asks us to use
Yeah.
our real name, so
There
I'm
you
just
go.
gonna change it and then be like, oops, I forgot. Like no one is that forgetful. You know what I mean? Like it's just a lack of
The
respect,
battle
man. It
begins.
My
really
mind's
is.
a sieve.
Really is. Yeah, yours is. I mean, all you eat is meat and cheese.
And eggs.
That's still meat,
Illusion.
technically. Protein.
Protein.
Whatever, man. Whatever. All right, so the way the lanes are shaping up, it's Bulldog in the off lane. He actually got pulled as well. And from what it looks like, he's going to be up against the Slark. This is another one of those situations where I think that he could get some little bit of experience, but it's a bit more dangerous for him than I would say it was last game when they had Smogolig in the off lane as Darkseer. So I think they might be able to punish the Nyx a little bit harder than they were able to punish the Darkseer. But I think Bulldog will still get a pretty unobstructed level 6.
You think so? I just feel like
I mean, what's the Enigma going to do? Like, the only thing they can do is push the tower, and if they push the tower, then...
No, I don't think the Enigma's going to do anything. The big difference for me is in this particular game, they actually have killing power in this lane. Like, you put up Nightmare and you pounce, sure, that's not going to kill, but they're going to do a hell lot of damage like we're seeing right now. He's going to try to line up Impale. It does going to hit, but we're going to have Nightmare? No, actually, Crit hasn't skilled anything, and it's taking way more damage. If that Impale did not hit on 2, we're going to see a South being burned on Admiral Bulldog. And they keep doing that. Like, it doesn't cost MYM to do anything. But they don't cost them anything to keep trying to go for the kills, I think.
Yeah, but they can't actually kill him until I think both of them are level 3, because they're going to need at least 1 point in a Dark Pact to break the Carapace, which I'm sure Bulldog will be skilling. He might even go Mana Burn, just to Mana Burn Unicorn or Bane once or twice and prevent them from having enough mana to use all of their abilities in unison. And that Sentry is, like, super close to dewarding, but not quite.
Something huge there was the Illusion Rune actually blocked both the camps.
Yes.
Yeah, so the Enigma is not farming.
And also the Nyx gets a full creep wave here because they can't pull the lane. So he's like in Happy Town.
He is the mayor of Happy Town. It's like his city, man. We built this city on rock and roll.
And happiness.
And happiness and rainbows.
Look, Rise tuned into the broadcast and be like, that Luminous guy is correct. And he gets a Ring of B. I'm just saying, it just makes more sense.
This here.
No, it's cool.
It just makes more sense.
Is it really cool?
No.
Okay, it's like actually pushing the thing down. Here we go. It's good enough.
So we talked about how Nyx is going to have a good time in terms of leveling on the bot lane. What about Clockwork? What about Ace?
He's going to have a significantly harder time, because if he cogs, it's almost like guaranteeing that the Gale's going to land. And if the Gale lands, doesn't matter if you have boots or not, EGM will be able to land a Burrow Strike, and then because of the sheer damage that Gyrocopter can do to you, you're going to die. Like, if he gets to you and there's no creep wave to help you split the damage, you're dead. So I think he's going to have a... I mean, it's just displayed by what level he is. He's only level 2 compared to Admiral Bulldog, who I'm pretty sure is close to 4. Yeah, he's like 1 CS away, so... He's having a
Rocket
grand
Barrage
time.
is like the highest or one of the highest levels.
It is the highest.
Edict is close, I think.
Nope.
Edict is close, but not as high, I don't think.
Yeah,
Because the scaling of Rocket Barrage is actually worse than Edict, but the lower end damage is much higher.
Okay. There we go, kids.
Yep. The more you know.
Alright, we just still no. He wants the cold snap. He thinks it's better than the Sunstrike, I guess.
Well, it's only level 1 Exort, so...
I mean, considering you're also up against a Mirana, which is a little bit more killable than a Puck.
What they could do is they could open with a Nightmare on Bulldog and then Sunstrike right after that, like to break the Nightmare, and then just pounce on top of it, and it's like guaranteed, you know, Slamville.
So we went from Happyville to
Slamville.
We can keep using it.
But the thing is,
mirrors.
if he goes for the 3 quasts before he puts any more points into Exort, then his presence is still going to be really low. So when he hits level 5, we'll see if he's just going to be... Did he just cold snap for a CS?
He did, yeah.
He did, okay.
fair.
Making sure I saw that right.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that I think S4 is harassing much better than Rise, like you can see that he has no regen, or he just delivers out. But yeah, I think that's really forcing him to level up his quest too for a little bit more regen.
He's also denying runes with the
Oh, there's
babies.
a man fighting the river here. Bulldog's taking a nap. What a rune. What a rune. That is pretty fortuitous, actually.
It's a pretty skilled rune.
Oh, there's a good few runes you can get there at L7 though.
Well,
Like if he gets double damage, you're not going to be able to man fight him either. He gets a haste or a haste.
I think Bulldog had enough mana for a stun. Would have been close. And crit, I think he has level 1 Brain Sapper, doesn't even have it at this point. Yeah, it's level 1.
My question to you guys is, what do you think Slark's going to do once he hit level 6? Are we seeing more of a case like a Bounty Hunter where we hit 6, we start doing stuff for the team, or you think he's going to just soak up a little bit more farm in the bot lane?
I don't think farming is how MYM wins this game, because the Gyrocopter is going to outcarry this team.
And a Mirana as well.
Yeah. So I think to a certain extent, it's not like the last game they played where they had a Spectre they could just fall back on and say, okay, we can try to make some space for him, maybe for some towers, which ironically they never did. But I think that's what their original plan was. It's very different now where MYM kind of has to have the space made for them and get towers on their own, you know?
Do you think you go Shadowblade? We see that a lot.
I don't like Shadow Blade at all.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not a big fan either, to be honest.
It's so easy to counter, and if you know the other team's going to be pushing into you, all you have to do is drop lane sentries before you push. And sure, MYM can buy sentries too, but the commitment from the supports and MYM to buy sentries is actually bigger than Alliances because they can play it a little bit greedy. We can see the Sandstorm, you know.
I think also with the fact that there's multiple ground targeted stuns, your Shadow Blade might not be as effective anymore. But yeah, Unicorn's level 6, haven't purchased that TP scroll yet. I think they're trying to set up that kill on Emerald Bulldog. They're looking for that Nightmare setup.
Still doesn't have Sunstrike, so...
I mean...
Yeah, but he's going in Mass Exort, which I think is the right choice. Because in case he does need to invoke it and they get a good Nightmare, then they can actually get a kill. Instead of not being able to really do anything.
You might as well initiate with Pounce, considering the fact that he's always letting Unicorn get close.
Mid.
That damage. He had invoke, didn't he?
I would have went for it.
Oh, he turns back. He actually
Regus?
arrows on the Forge Spirit. One more auto attack.
Oh, magic
Not
stick.
quite the damage, yeah. Not quite the damage that he needed, but S4 manages to bully him back to
Oh,
get
I
a
hate
regen.
that.
To get a
I hate
regen.
that.
And the
When
funny
you-
part is, he didn't even have a ward there. His ward was bottom, so he didn't actually know that it was a regen, but he knew the room was going to be spawning, so he just goes hyper aggressive when he sees.
But he also used the salve before the regen because he didn't know it was there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I hate that. Like the second you pop the salve, all of a sudden there's a regen.
Oh
rune.
man, this is
S4.
so bad for Ryze, and Ryze doesn't know he got the regen either. He's gonna walk into the woods. He's actually gonna run
6
right
Eidolons,
into
though.
Link.
6
Here
Eidolons,
comes
so-
the Starstorm. Yeah, but it's gonna be a double Starfall.
Oh,
One more auto, and yeah,
Cold
he's
snap
dead.
time.
double kill.
Cold snap time. It's going to
He's
do a
got ult,
ton of
he's got ult.
damage.
He can't get it off.
Nope.
He can't cast his ult.
One more click. The
No.
bottle. Not going to be enough. I think that's worth for MYM Bryce.
I don't know, man. S4 just got first blood though.
Yeah, that's true. He got solo experience.
And he
kill as
spent
well.
his G's as well. As you
I
would
think
say.
if he actually walked away instead of trying to cast his ulti, he might have lived there. Because he
Perhaps.
would have eaten like 1 or 2 less autos, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
the bottle charges could have kept him alive. So, I mean, it's hard to make that decision like when you're in the moment. But if he had just walked like towards, you know, the enemy's base, which is not often you say that, but that's actually where he should have ran.
Because there's no way they had sentry wards around them.
Yeah, should have ran.
Wait, so
Should have ran, yeah.
LEGM there has 1.5k gold.
Yeah, he's been derooting the jungle now. He's going to go ahead and Burrow Strike onto Ryze. Maybe another double Starstorm. Ryze, incredibly low life, doesn't actually have boots right now. He's so tanky, though. He's got 1,000,000 armor. S4, he's going to eat a brain sap and actually go down. Pops the ulti a little bit too late. That fade time, man.
Beautiful TP from Chris.
Yeah, we're saying that, you know, Ryze didn't do much in the first game. Doing a lot this game.
Yeah, but the fights are coming to him.
Yeah, that's true.
He's
That's
not
what you want as Exort Invoker, though. You want them to come into terror range
Yeah.
when you have Cold Snap and babies.
cold snap.
Yeah.
So EGM just tried for a stack there. He didn't get it. Kind of stinks for him. I mean, at this point, I would honestly say just maxing the Sandstorm first would be better.
Then the
because-
stun?
Well, yeah, because the damage gets crazy high, and then it's only a 10-second cooldown at max rank, which means that you can just go Sandstorm every single camp.
Well, I think what he's trying to do is rush a Blink Dagger. And
Yeah.
when you're
But-
rushing Blink, you just want to get to level 7, and you never want to do this again, right?
I don't know, man. I think it's still like effective to jungle that way, even at any point in the game, because who else is going to jungle besides Loda on
Right,
the team?
but my point is, once you get Blink, you don't want to be jungling, you want to be ganking.
No, yeah, you're right about that, for sure.
One of my friends actually wrote a guide on Jungle Sanking Reflecting. It's beautiful. He loves that, but he does it differently. He uses a Quilling Blade and uses the Caustic Finale. It didn't really work.
I was going to say, that sounds significantly worse than just Sandstorming because you take no damage. Oh, Vendetta Nyx. It's level 7.
Yeah, but he's got backup here.
Yeah, crits mid. He sees him. He just goes straight
Oh,
in.
nice.
But the Forge Spirits were potentially blocking the arrow for a second there. Oh, nice teleport reaction. The Black Hole and the Nightmare before the Starstorm goes off. Bulldog's going to be dropping. The Starstorm is a little bit late. And MYM's reaction. They take out Bulldog and S4. Talk about...
Sleep!
That was such a good sleep. Like, he would have died to that Starstorm.
100%.
Yeah.
Wait, did he cast a Starstorm?
No.
No, he
got
canceled it with a
slept
sleep.
mid-animation.
Oh my goodness.
The Forge Spirits made S4 leap in because he couldn't arrow past them.
Right, so he
leapt in
arrow.
for the
I
Starstorm
see.
and arrow, yeah. And then he got caught by a black hole. That's what we need, like, Toby. So just for that, just for black holes.
Well, I mean, S4, aside from his first blood, 0 and 3 afterwards.
Yep.
But he does have a fair decent amount of farm. I think this is where Potom, or Mirana in this case, really starts to fall off, because you really need to supplement your farm with kills. I think a Mirana that doesn't get killed in the mid game is somewhat irrelevant.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that because she's not meant to be like a full-on hard carry.
Mm-hmm.
But Loda has been unpressured Like this whole time, he's been able to do more or less whatever he wants. Although I guess you could say the same for Unicorn. Like he's having a field day.
Did they?
I believe he actually seen the Nyx invis.
Yeah, they have a ward top.
But Big Arrow's gonna be coming in from the side. Nope, not gonna hit. Bulldog just runs straight in. It's like, yep, you see me. You know what? I'm pretty impressed with how MYM played this early game. You know, the rotation was really nice, but also Ace hitting level 6. I think they might actually just go for this. Rocket to sight.
Yeah, there's Hook and Fiend's Crypt, so if they want to go for this, they can.
And guess what? Rise of Sunstrike. Holy shit, guys.
Holy. The other thing to keep in mind, too, is that right now there's being a counter push mid as well. Hook shot on Admiral Bulldog. I think he hits on the Vendetta Cog, yeah. Tower's going to go down. Lona managed to get the kill on that. Call Down's going to follow it up. Hits on a few members of MYM. And Bulldog was still alive pretty much that whole time. Eventually does drop Arrow on Unicorn. He's still got his ultimate, though. Ake gets a nice ulti onto Unicorn. Going to be forced to pop his ult and run away. Loda with a double kill. Gets Link and Ace crit, making his way to the tier 2 tower. Rocket's going to be used, and TP coming in a little bit late. Now, if he had a mech,
why was he not in the fight?
Why was he not there?
Yeah, he threw a Sunstrike, and he was actually pressuring tier 1 mid. You know, maybe he either should have TP in early or just take down the tier 1.
You don't TP after the fight's lost.
But is the tower going to go down? S4, no! S4, please!
He didn't deny.
Middle tower has fallen.
I just heard
the Swedish studio is just like, what? Yeah, he could have very easily denied it.
Yeah.
But now Blink down on EGM too, and he's got ulti. They could kill Unicorn quite easily, especially if he's stuck on Intreds.
Radiant's middle tower
Gotta
is
get
under
that
attack.
int.
Gotta be smart, man.
I mean, actually, when you're on int and you have a static mono regen item like Aquila,
You regen less.
Yeah.
you regen less, so
Yeah.
keep them away, priest.
Less percentage.
Now he did it. Now he did it. He heard you, man.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, they want to go for Loda, but it could be a bait. Bulldog's here. EGM's here as well. Here comes a Sunstrike. Oh, the Burrow Epi Unicorn just gets exploded. Panic call down from Loda. Not going to really hit on much of anything.
He gave Link a little slap on the arse.
Yeah, but he's fine. Look at him. He's got a ring of regen. He's grand.
He's gone. You think he's going for that Tranquil?
No, he's not going for Tranquils.
I mean, why
No
would does
way.
he have a random ring of regen?
Soul Ring?
Mech?
Peep.
He has a Soul Ring already.
Oh, he has a Soul Ring. Yeah, why?
And he has an Ogre
Pipe,
Club.
maybe? Pipe is still
Pipe,
good against
yeah.
their team.
I mean, if you're going pipe, then go to pipe. He has an Ogre Club.
Oh, Blank Burrow Strike behind the tower again. Arrow to follow it up. Oh, man. He just flew in the air so many times. Like, he should have died from just, like, getting thrown into the ground multiple times.
Alright, here comes the tier 1.
It
It seems like when Alliance gets killed, it's so easy. But when MOIM gets killed, it's like these
Huge plays.
epic plays that they have to work for.
And it's
Well,
pretty much
it's
been crit
it's
as
not
well.
because of that. It's just because of the perspective that most people had coming into this game. That MYM were just the gigantic underdogs. You
That's
know
true.
What I mean?
That's
So
true.
everything seems epic because they're not supposed to be able to, I guess, kill anyone. It's just supposed to be like a total slaughter, which is unfair.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest, it's a bit unfair. But MYM are, you know, they're doing their best. They're going to apply some pressure to the safe lane tier 1 of Alliance, while Alliance manage to secure one of their own against MYM. And this is a smoke Mirana. He's going to try to find an arrow, man. Thread the needle. Thread the needle, bud. Oh, he's just going to run in. He's just like, oh, I'm here. I'm scary. But they don't really care.
Nope.
I'm on a horse.
It's more
Not
like
really a
cat.
horse. Yeah.
It's a horse.
Oh, Mirana ulti's used.
top
Don't know if Crit has
tower
any
has
detection
fallen.
on him. But
No, back off.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That was a weird ulti.
So I think going back to the question that you asked earlier, Shane, what item Unicorn should we go for? I think it's BKB. Like, we saw how easily he was bursted down by that epicenter. A level 1 epicenter at that. Like, you just need a BKB and actually leap in and do something.
yeah, I kind of agree. I think BKB is a necessary evil.
They
against
found
this.
him in the-
Oh,
but it's
what
a
a Burrow
double
Strike
stun.
and an Impale. The arrow follows up on Crit. Hookshot comes in from Ace.
No!
He doesn't cog though, and Unicorn misses the pounce. He's going to be forced to TP away. Bulldog, he pops the Vendetta or Invis. No, he
Yep.
just stuns out of it? I think it was an Invis.
It was Invis. It was
Yeah.
just in the river. I'm surprised that Ace didn't just pick it up. And it looks like Ace is going to be dead. Meanwhile, where was that Slark? Did he TP home?
He jumped on top of the ledge and then TP'd instantly. He's like, oh.
He's like, I regret my decision immediately.
Double
And then he's
check.
just out.
And Unicorn's going for a Blade of Alacrity, so it's not a
It's going to be a
BKB.
Yasha.
Or the Fusel Blade.
He can go S and Y. I don't think it's
Radiant's
that
middle
bad,
tower
but I
is
still
under
think he
attack.
kind of dies if he
Yeah.
gets bursted that heavily.
I mean, we are seeing these Impel as well as Barrel Strike. They're connecting. I just think this is a very horrible item choice.
Well, we'll see, I guess. Tier 1 taking a little bit of damage on the side of them.
tower is under attack.
It's fine, dude. It's fine. They're counter pushing bottom. This is what they should have been doing in the last game.
Oh, they definitely learned their lesson.
Yeah?
They
I
have
like
more
it.
babies in this
They're
game.
like,
though.
Rise. Seriously? You gotta leave mid, man. Like, I know you like creeps. Gotta help the
Tier
team.
1's gonna be in deny range.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they did
it's
it again.
getting it tonight.
But maybe they're thinking the same as last time.
Oh my god. No, the catapult's not gonna hit hard enough anyway. Yeah, Loda's not gonna let that happen.
Dire's bottom tower
He's like,
has
S4,
been
this is how you
Did-
deny a tower.
A tower.
Well, the thing is, he would have had to auto-attack it twice, and if he hit it once, and the catapult hit it once, and the catapult would have got the last hit, and then he
Yeah.
would have felt really silly. Man, AGM is like always so over-farmed for his support. He's level 8, and he's got almost his arcane boots and a blink dagger already.
He's doing well.
Look, effective jungling. Once you get your blink dagger, you immediately go help. You don't go, it's like, oh, I want to farm boots too.
Yeah,
told
but I
him
mean,
needed
he's
the
on
points.
par with a jungle Enigma in levels.
Well, the jungle limit got warded off early, right?
Yeah, but only 2 camps.
That was only the first.
You can actually
spawn.
jungle Enigma with 2 camps.
That's true. That's true. And they're gonna find
Link. Goodbye, friend. I'll sing tales of your valor.
Oh,
Oh,
and
Burrow Strike. Unicorn going to be forced to pop his ult. In the meantime, Ryze is going to be spotted out in the woods as well by S4. Run ulti going to be used, and everyone's going to kind of just part ways, I guess. Wait, does Rocket stop Sark regen?
when it gives vision, yeah.
Yes, because you see it.
Yeah, okay. That's kind of annoying.
You know, this is the way that NYM needs to play. That what Alliance is doing to them. They need to be the enemy jungle. They need to be pressuring, but they're just getting worse at the trades. Mostly because of the Sanking as well as Admiral Bulldog.
When I play in pub games, I always find that the team that pressures the enemy carry first wins the game.
Yeah, most of the time. Because people don't know how to react to it.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, looks like a hook's gonna go on Bulldog. Ace does have to blame mail, and he's gonna work. The Sunstrike's gonna come through, and they are gonna burst him down immediately. Calldown's gonna hit nothing, but Epicenter will hit everything. Crit. What a two-man
Holy
burrow. The
shit.
Starstorm's gonna clean up. That's a double, and he looks like he wants more. S4 cleaning up.
man.
GM.
What a Burrow Strike.
They see Slark.
They do see him, but I don't think they can kill him.
Has fallen.
Yeah, but that whole fight, sorry, I had to sneeze.
You okay?
But yeah, I had to like, I don't have a cough button, so when I have to sneeze, I have to like,
Do
get
that
a-
silent sneeze.
Yeah, it's tough. So, I mean, obviously a win for Alliance right there. EGM with a very nice burrow. And they managed to get a Fiend Script off, but it really didn't do much of anything, and plus Loda had the BKB, so...
Radiant's
I mean, look at the
bottom
net
tower
worth.
is under
Loda has
attack.
10,000 net worth in a 17-minute game. And the poor safe lane Slark is only at 6,300. At
Yeah.
the beginning of that fight, it looked kind of promising because they managed to kill Bulldog before he was able to really do much of anything. But, I mean, between the Starstorm, the Poison Nova, the Call Down, Epicenter,
well,
like there's
the
so
Burrow
much
Strike.
residual damage as well.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like you said, they started the fight so well simply because they didn't use much to actually get that kill. They
Yeah.
only used a hook shot, a cog, and a sunstrike, and he was pretty much dead. But it was EGM that epied and got what, a 3-man burrow strike.
Yeah.
The Enigma as well as I think Invoker, like they actually just did nothing. So
Is EGM going for a Dagon? Go on, my son.
Maybe.
Or is it
no, he's
Veil?
going Veil.
yeah,
Veil.
Veil Discord. Veil actually gives this team a ton of damage.
Crazy amount with the Venomancer.
Veno, Epi, Call
Starstorm.
Down, Starstorm, Nyx.
Just
I like how you said that with like a certain level of I despise this hero in it.
You know, it's like the reason I hate Nyx is like it doesn't matter how hard you're stomping a pub game, Nyx will still kill you.
Yeah.
Like
He's an assassin, man.
Yeah.
Oh, arrow from S4.
ooh, what a leap. That's some Olympic stuff right there.
he nearly jumped there, walked into it. Like.
Close, man. Close.
Yeah, I think NYM needs to push out the lanes, regain pressure by either start sieging or just going to the jungle or enemy jungle. But it's really difficult to do it against the Nyx assassin as well as a Blink Dagger Sand King. So I'm not exactly sure what they should be doing, or what can they be doing.
Both teams have a lot of vision on the
Oh,
moment.
they're gonna find Bulldog. Ace going for the cog. I think he actually wanted to throw Bulldog out of that,
Yeah.
but he's
Aki
able to
missed
force
again.
through.
Well, he had a 4-staff, so
No, but I mean, if you put him on the outside of the cog and he can't actually walk up the ramp, and the force staff actually puts him in it,
yeah.
so he couldn't have forced away in that kind of a situation. But the cog is such a fickle thing, and Link, he's going to be spotted out here inside of the woods. All right, he's going to black hole on 2. Crit's going to follow it up as well. EGM is actually on the low ground. The
the
deafening knocks him
deeps.
farther away. The Fiend Script going to get canceled by Bulldog, and here comes the call down. Loda picking up himself up a double kill. S4 is going to die in the meantime, though, to Ace, and it's going to be a triple.
Oh
Triple
my
for
god.
Loda.
Holy shit.
Epicenter from EGM. There's nothing left in the tank for Ryze.
Sunstrike, run!
Nope, he got it. He got it. He's fine.
The one thing I just want to say about support players, if you're not being focused, it doesn't matter if you're at 100 HP, especially if you're as mobile as EGM is. You come back in because people expect you. It's like, oh, he's gone. He's low.
Yeah, especially when you have a blink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you just come in and you're like,
Or force
"Shwoop."
staff, which a lot of supports do actually end up getting. So
That
when-
poor
those big
Bane,
plays.
man. He's like never gonna get a good Fiend script.
When I play support, I usually like use my spells, run away, and then try and time it when they're off cooldown to get back into the fight. Like usually the right clicks don't really do anything for me.
Well, there are certain supports that can do that, like Sand King and Nyx, and then there are certain supports that kind of want to stay in the fight to make sure that they like absorb damage, like Dazzle. Like you don't want to like re-goose on a Dazzle. You would re-goose on a hero with a stun,
Yeah.
right? And some people don't know like the difference between doing that with the right hero, so like they'll run away and like try to come back in with a Dazzle, and it's like, okay, I just died because you ran, instead of okay, you had another stun, cool. You know, it happens in pubs, man, a lot.
I know.
Like more than I would care to mention.
I'll show you how it happens later.
I don't want to talk about it, man.
meanwhile, Ake not having any items, he does have 1,500 gold in the bank. You know, he's
Is he good
working
for
hard.
Blink.
I don't think you need blink on that guy.
Just
They
blink.
could make mech on him.
Yeah, sure.
He could get a blink too, just because he could just blink in and be like, "Yay, poison!"
Then just leave his keyboard, go make a cup of tea.
Yeah, I mean that's really all the hero needs to do. You Gale, you Nova, you drop like a Plague Ward, bam, mission accomplished.
Well, if he was going mech, I don't know why players do this. Like, why don't you just buy some parts?
Radiant
No, I don't think he's
structures
going
are
back.
fortified.
I mean, it would be, I think, a reasonable choice, but I don't think he's getting it. Fret really wants Loda right now. Loda's just like, no, I'm going for the tower. Blink Burrow Strike in from EGM. They don't even have any detection to see him. Oh, yeah, this is really bad. Gonna be a Nightmare and a Brain Sap. Crit's gonna be alive for the time being. Calldown's gonna hit on Ace. Defensive Cog's gonna be able to walk himself away. And Link actually gets stunned by Carapace. And EGM is going to eventually get the kill on Bane, while EGM is also being chased down by Unicorn at the same time. And now we have another fight mid. Leap in from S4. He wants to play this quite aggressively, but the Starstorm really doesn't do too much damage. And a Zoning Midnight Pulse was dropped as well. EGM's just like chilling out on the high ground. He's like, yeah, it's fine, man.
You know, considering how many spells are dropped and how poorly it started, the fight for them, they only lost a Bane. It's just like, yeah, all right.
It didn't start that poorly, though, because even though EGM went in, the rest of the team was out of position to follow him
Well,
up.
no, somebody got arrowed, and then
Okay.
it was like,
Ace got arrowed,
yeah.
yeah. But they had a 4-staff from him.
and I don't
This
know.
Gyrocopter is, like, stupid farmed.
It seems like Unicorn is going to be going back for BKB. Just a little bit Yasha
Ghost
for
Scepter?
who?
Why would he make a Ghost Scepter?
Venom?
Yeah.
Dire's bottom
I mean,
tower
it's
is
okay
Slark,
if,
I
like,
guess?
yeah, if the Slark hits you with the pounce, you can use Ghost Scepter, but let's be honest, if you use that and you get, like, flared or anything, you're still dead.
Look, man, stats.
Yeah,
Give
okay, I
stats.
It
guess.
gives like 16, is it?
7 stats. 16 stats?
I would have
Holy
bought a
shit.
Blink, man.
7.
If you get
Oh, is it Ethereal Blink is 16, isn't it?
No, Ethereal Blade's 40 agility, 10 strength, 10 hit.
look, if you get 16 stats or 1,600 gold, buying it for days.
Yeah, it's a fair call because like it's 10 for Ultimate Orb. And, yeah. Don't know what I was thinking.
That's some math right there. That is some sick math. That would make Ethereal Blade like brokenly good, because it would have to scale to like what 50 agility and 20
Yeah.
and 20 strength. That would be broken. Just bring it back to the old E-Blade, man.
I think it's E-Blades like needs a kind of buff because it's only used on like 3 or 4 heroes and like very rarely. Like it's only when you're
Wait, you don't
stomping.
make E-Blade Dagon on like every hero?
Yeah, I do, but like it's useless. Like
What do you mean it's useless? It does
Okay,
like over
you-
1,000 damage.
You kill someone with it. What is it? The whole combination costs like 1,000 or 1,500 gold or something ridiculous.
I actually think that E-Blade is very undervalued for its defensive purposes as well. Because a lot of people just don't expect, it's like, hey,
Yeah, against like a right-click carry.
I think so.
Maybe. But speaking of defensive purposes, looks like NYM have finally stopped playing defensive and are starting to push because they're...
That's a bad transition.
Hey, man. Shut up.
He does what he
Get
can.
out.
Look.
I'm tired. I'm going to use that excuse.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
That's the one you used for the first game. Did you weren't even listening to what we were saying.
Dire's
Look,
top
you were
tower
just sitting
is under
there.
attack.
I'm listening attentively now to your bad transitions.
Hey, it's fine. Because Loda's going to get an Aegis. It's going to be more or less impossible to kill him the first time, so I'm not even sure why he needs an
Dire's
Aegis, to
top
be
tower
honest. But
is under attack.
Uh-oh, in the jungle, Link!
No,
Nyx assassin! Nyx in 6.
he can't stun him.
Nope.
doesn't matter.
And killing his babies as well.
No, that's
Top
what
lane, though.
Script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta trade.
The sun
Good
done.
trade.
And a tower as well.
Dire's top tower
Yep.
is under attack.
I mean,
Yeah,
this
but-
is what they need to do.
Dire's structures
But this Slark needs to get
fortified.
huge.
He
I'm
needs
talking
to.
about I have Scotty, Basher, huge.
Abyssal
Even
Blade.
if he had a full
Dire's
Scotty,
top
he would
tower
still be
has
behind the
fallen.
net worth
That's pretty
to
messed
the
up.
gyro.
Holy
Like if you
shit.
gave him a full Scotty, because
Dire's
Scotty's what,
middle tower
56,
is under
75,
attack.
right?
Yep, yep.
Gold.
Yeah.
So he would still be behind.
Oh.
Actually, why is he so underfarmed? Like Rise actually is
Dire's
keeping up.
courier has been killed.
Well,
good
I don't know,
on
but
the
the
courier.
courier just died. I think the Forge Spirits actually killed it inside the
Rise,
woods.
run!
So Raz with some sick mic drone. He's got a tornado, but he's going to get stunned. I don't know if he's going to get a chance to use it, honestly. They
He's
even
got
dropped a
force.
sentry.
He's got force. Force
Oh,
away.
what a force away from the
Tornado. Where's he? Oh, the
No, he's
cooldown's
still
gonna
dead.
hit.
It was a valiant effort.
Oh,
he's dead.
oh,
But he's
sentry.
I don't even think they needed this.
No, they didn't need to. Oh, hook shot in.
Nice
Force
force
staff
staff.
away. Bulldog forces Ake to safety.
Watch, that ghost is gonna save him. I'm gonna tell you. So alive right now. Here comes Unicorn with that BKB. He's going to load it. Lotus epicenter. Whip.
Oh,
the
double
black.
BKB.
Oh, just onto two. But Unicorn doing a dance of his people. He's not hitting anything. Bulldog's lashed up. He's gonna go down. Lotus still magic sticks up, and he is just tanking the Midnight Pulse like it's. Oh. Don't tank the Midnight Pulse, guys. Meanwhile, Unicorn's on the run. EGM's got Burrow Strike in 6 seconds. Blink.
Oh, vision.
He did. Oh, crit might die too. It's a double damage on S4. They're going to wake him up.
Brings that.
Nope, mid-animation. Rest in pieces, bud.
Radiant's top tower
Did you
is
know
under
Midnight
attack.
Pulse 700 cast range?
Yeah, man, we didn't believe it.
No, we didn't.
We were like, there's no way it's 700. And then we like opened up a game and we're like, holy crap, it's actually 700. It's so like deceiving though.
It feels
because-
like 200.
Every time you cast, though, you're casting it like on
Radiant's
front
top
of you.
tower
You know, you're
has
never
fallen.
really like. It's not one of them skills.
No, but
like
we
punch
tested it
hook or
like
something.
click as far away as you can, right? And then make sure you walk to it, because that way you know you're always casting it for max range. But yeah, it's massive, like massive. Pretty good stuff. So Lotus got just a casual like 4,000 gold just in his inventory. It's like, yeah, I can just buy a full MKB, like 800 gold.
Does he go for the
750.
game-ending divine?
No, he goes Satanic and he just can't die anymore.
I
Like,
think he doesn't need a Satanic though. I think if he gets an MKB, he'll actually just kill the whole team before his BKB wears off. Because that was, he didn't even use his BKB like what more than twice yet. I think it's still like 8 seconds or something like that.
I just think that in the
that
last
time,
team
you
fight,
can just, yeah, it's 8 seconds, so you can just kill everyone in 8 seconds.
in the last team fight, they shown that there's no way they could burst loaded down from 100.
EGM actually made a Dagon, by the way. We said it was Veil. We gave him the benefit of the
That's my
doubt.
boy.
But EGM is the Greed Lord.
I called him.
Oh,
the
Ace!
arrow. He's dead.
Saw it coming, Ace.
He gets maxed.
There's 4 still.
Oh,
Wow.
They're fine.
They're actually not going to commit to that. They are so scared, man.
well, he still has his ulti and they had the invoke spell.
Yeah, but
as
if he
well.
ultis in, he dies. Like
For honor, though, and glory.
Valor. Valor and all sorts of other stuff. It's good though.
I told him to get me points. That's what he's doing.
He's doing his best. He wants to get kills just to appease you. Like that's, I mean, he's 3-0-8, man. He's doing grand.
It's getting better.
Over time. Look, it's not easy to just pull out an accent like that. It's very unique.
I can't do it. It's not easy doing it. Paul, no. No. It's not easy. It's kind of nasally.
I don't sound like that, do I?
No, not really.
I
but
hope not.
I tried my best. I
Sorry,
can do the
man.
Irish accent pretty well, but apart from that,
It's not really an accent if you have it. In the meantime, Ace, he's going to get mech'd up by Rise. Spike Carapace coming out as well. Force Staff away from Bulldog. He doesn't want to try to commit to this fully. Gale is going to land, but Force Staff keeps Rise alive for the time being.
Which, by the way, Unicorn TP up top, and he doesn't have a teleport scroll for 15 seconds.
Yeah,
Not sure
Loda's
if,
got an MKB now. It's going to be the pain train.
would they let EGM get his Dagon? Like, the career can't be that full.
It was full.
But his item's more important.
There was like ultimate orbs and
MKB.
MKB. Yeah, it's a pretty good item.
Dagon too.
Probably won it at some point. This gyro is just like insanely fat. Like, how do they deal with that?
Man.
Even if Unicorn pops a BKB and Tunnel Visions Loda, he still can't win the right click fight.
5-man black hole.
Well, no, you don't really need a 5-man black hole. You either need a Burrow Strike or the Impale to the Whiff, and then you get a Fiend's Grip, and then you have black hole to follow up. Like, they actually have enough lockdown to actually burst him down. So,
Maybe.
I think MYM, if they have better
Dagon
coordination.
3.
Just out of the blue. 3 levels of Dagon. The other thing is, too, now that he has a Dagon 3, if he even catches Unicorn, he only has 1,300 life. Like, he can actually die in a stun.
You were saying about missing the burrow strike. No, all he has to do is zap him.
It's true. You can blink in, miss your burrow strike,
And then just...
dagging.
I wouldn't expect it if I was playing that.
Hook shot on the Bulldog. Ace going for the cog. Actually gets the bounce, but unfortunately it's the wrong way.
Ace, wrong direction.
And now
You're
he's
going
just
the wrong
trapped
direction.
on the wrong side of the cogs, man. It ain't great.
No, I was on cooldown.
Oh, he had a haste. I'm surprised he didn't just go in on that. Now they're going to try to
Unicorn.
go for Bulldog. Yeah.
Going ham.
Almost. Almost. S4 thinking about the Regoose here in the river. His arrow's going to be up pretty soon. Leaps up to the high ground.
He's working the angles. Oh, the forge, baby.
Not great. Not great.
It was alright.
What do you mean?
That baby will think again before he comes into the jungle.
I'll teach you to intercept my arrow.
Holy shit, I just noticed how little item crit has.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
that.
He's like not having a great time at all. I mean, look at his net worth. It's 1,400. That's what happens when you're playing 5 and your team is not winning.
He does have a stick though.
A wand.
He didn't go for stats. He maxed out Nightmare. This is kind of weird to me.
Yes, well, it's kind of weird in the fact that
Usually people max in Feeble. Especially against a gyro. Like,
yes,
why would
yeah,
you
yeah.
not max in Feeble?
like looking at it, it's like, wait, this doesn't make sense. Also, what it doesn't make sense, shout out to a guy that I've read, I think from PPD, Reside, where he talked about support. Sorry if I'm crediting the wrong person. He's saying if you're playing 5 or 4, and if you're in a very, very poor game, don't upgrade a magic wand, because you're not using your inventory slots. You can have 3 GG branches, and it'll just be fine. That 150 upgrade, yeah, that's a ward right there. So, it's just putting that knowledge out there.
Knowledge, man. Speaking of knowledge, Unicorn knows he's being followed. He's going to get Burrow Struck. Nice Dark Pack timing, though.
They got
Actually gets rid of both the
Alive,
stuns.
bro, where you at? He's
I
gonna
would man
jump
up.
into the woods.
Just man up.
Oh,
EGM
damn, he
sees
doesn't
him,
have the-
but it's not fast enough. He doesn't have the Burrow Strike
He needs
cooldown,
to
man.
upgrade that Dagon to get the cooldown.
Wow.
What? No, even
Or the
level 5
damage.
Dagon's 15 seconds.
Yeah,
There's no
it's
way they
fine.
would kill him.
It's fine.
Do you even know how Dota works?
Apparently not.
Jeez. No wonder you're like 3K. Sorry, that was uncalled for.
Yeah, my MMR's higher than Lumi's.
No, you know we can't
That's
play.
not saying much, man.
We can't play Dota together anymore, Drasco.
Let me
Yeah,
the-
because
Because we have 2K, more than 2K difference in our MMR.
Holy.
My 1700 MMR can't really handle.
I don't know,
I
man.
actually can't play with some of the guys from Ireland because of that. Because their MMR is too low. It hurt me.
They're like in the trench below the trench.
Like this
There's
potato
like-
bracket, and then there's
Yeah.
I don't even know bracket.
There's like the potatoes that we pulled out of the cabinet the other day that are growing
Holy
other
crap.
potatoes. That was kind of disgusting.
Oh,
Feed script the mid lane here, no satanic. They gotta burst him down. Where's the BKB? Force that away. They're gonna try to get. There's no enough regen though, but he's
fine.
Oh
Where's the black hole?
my
It's not
God.
going to be anywhere, man. It's just going to be Ake picking up a casual double kill on the Venomancer because why not leap forward? And they actually... Wait, he took the Nightmare off Bulldog as soon as he leaped in. Now Bulldog wants more. He's going to be able to mana burn. Might end up paying with his life here. Stun going to be off the mark. Rise still pretty much out of mana, waiting for his invoke cooldowns. Arrow still up on S4 if he wants to try to turn it around. Here comes a Nightmare. They're going to break that Nightmare with a Sunstrike. Unicorn, though,
Got the
he gets
DD?
hit by a missile. He's just going deep,
Oh,
man.
Regoose time.
Oh, he's going to block with the
baby.
illusions. He's going to block with the illusions. They can't get up to the high ground.
yeah.
The stun's there as well. No, Unicorn, he had the Dark Pact on. No, S4 is going to probably end up dying here. Oh, the mana burn. Unicorn's so low. They don't have anything left.
He's regening. He's regening a lot. You
Yeah,
know,
no, he's
I just
fine.
want to say that Enigma cast a black hole for a split second and got cancelled or whatever else. If they got that black hole off, they win that team fight.
How did it get cancelled?
I
I
think he
love how
cancelled it himself.
I love how offended you were. You're like, "Where's the black hole?" You're like, "What the hell?"
No,
You're
I'm
like
just
actually mad.
No, I'm trying to make a point. I'm saying he should have gone satanic or he'll never die. And we saw the opening with the Fiend script. I'm like, that's my point right there. Loda is very killable and they try to go for it. But then, plot twist, Black Hole gets cancelled by himself.
Plot twist. He was dead the whole time.
What movie is that from, Lumi?
He doesn't.
Come
know
on,
dude.
come on.
Was it Sixth Sense?
Yeah.
We talked about this.
Oh,
yeah.
we're learning you good, buddy.
Fucking progress, guys.
Boom, baby.
Progress, yeah. That's all
Alright.
we can ask for.
Yep.
What? 1 sec. What? Why did he write 1 sec on the map? Like not sec as in 1 second. Like
They were
1 sec
talking
as
about
in
the black
one
hole.
kroner. What?
I don't know.
I don't understand. I'm lost, man.
As in 1 second in the currency.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
that's what I just said. I just
I
said
know.
as in
But
not
it-
as in
it
a
took-
second.
It took my brain.
Does
a
no
second.
one listen?
I
No.
heard you, Andy. It was 1
But you
sec.
didn't say that. So we don't
Whatever.
know if you heard.
Whatever. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. So Roshan spawned again. Alliance are going to take their map control advantage and just kill Roshan because
It's
that's what you
scouted.
do. Yeah, but I mean, who cares? Loda has a 10,000 gold lead on the next highest farmer in the game, and he's going to have an Aegis, and now he has your Satanic Lumi, which you were just clamoring on about for like...
Invulnerable. Or
just
unkillable.
literally taking no damage.
Yes,
Roshan
Okay.
has fallen to the dark.
effectively.
Listen, if he had 3 more base armor,
Like Sven.
then it would be like a god tier pick.
Do you
Who
think
is it that has like the ridiculously high base armor? Isn't it Techies?
Terribly.
terribly?
Techies and Terrorblade both have like...
Techie has armor?
Yeah, he has like 7 base armor.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
And
7
the-
or 6.
The longest range in the game as well.
Yeah, and the longest... Well, not sniper long, but...
But no,
like base range.
yeah, base range.
But his
need-
damage is poop.
We need to
Oh,
talk to Bruno about techies.
Yeah.
Why?
So it's a little ridiculous. Stasis wards? Come on, man.
Stasis War is OP.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
it needs to be nerfed. They upgraded suicide damage. Like, come on.
What? No, no. Honestly, Techies is terrible.
Yeah, really.
Like once. Oh,
I'll talk about later. Loda just eating it to power
I don't
up.
think he can die, man. Oh, look. A level 1 Enfeeble. It does so much. It's so good.
Dire's top tower
You could nightmare him too.
Well, yeah, but why would you waste Nightmare? I don't know, man. He still hits for damn near 300 damage, even with an Enfeeble on him. I mean, it's a low-level Enfeeble, but still. I just don't understand in what world you think that 1 more second of Nightmare is better than just stopping the carry who can flat cannon your entire team hitting for like 30 more damage.
Look, man, setting up Sunstrikes.
flat cannons on cooldown now. I think it's go time.
Well,
All right.
he just
Zap
kills the whole
dropping
creep
low.
wave with it. It's fine, even if he dies here, but they're not even going to kill him. Like, they're just like, yeah, it's fine. Just take our tower. Oh, hook shot it.
Satanic.
Hits on 2. Ake, Loda's going to lose his Aegis here. Unicorn just going ham right
can
now.
see
with
Link
Admiral
is just
Bulldog.
walking in like
Link
snail.
wants the black hole.
Oh, he does
He gets
get-
not just S4, though. That's so not worth, and he's actually just going to die after the fact.
Unicorn,
Now,
he's
Unicorn
taking
does
so
not
much
have...
damage?
No, he does ult. Crit.
Okay.
He's going to die inside of the base. Ake with a dominating streak, apparently. Loda, godlike, it's fine. Looks to be apparently GG, double buyback. Link and Ace both back in the fight, and Pale's gonna miss after the Force Staff from Bulldog. Another Force Staff. Gale actually lands. Ake showing him how it's done.
Attack the Rocket Link.
He's 100 years too early to Force Staff stun like that, man.
Radiant's bottom tower
100 years too early.
They had so that team fight was so close.
bottom tower.
It wasn't really that close.
And then the Aegis came back in.
How? Okay, so you're saying it was close,
If they had no Aegis.
but that means it's not close.
Right.
Thank you.
But it was sort of close.
I don't know, man.
Who force-stuffed him in there? That's bullshit.
I think he forced that himself.
I mean, I feel like MYM actually played this out a little bit better than what they played last game against
Much
Team
better.
Dog.
Much better.
But I think that Alliance had a lineup that was going to always pretty much win late game.
I feel so sorry for.
I mean, unless the Slark gets massive, right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
For Link there in the team fight, he was just he had the BKB on and he's
The
like
BKB is, and he's
running
like,
for, please just give me something.
want it out so bad.
I mean, he had Blink Dagger, but unfortunately those wards, as well as Flat Cannon, just made it hard.
Yeah, but he got Gale before he BKB.
Yeah.
So, like, why even BKB at that point? Just submit to the fact that you are covered in goo.
Radiant's
You can't do
middle
anything.
barracks has fallen.
I don't know, man.
I don't know how the Slark pick. It didn't really work out for them.
Yeah,
Again.
I'm not really that surprised, to be honest, because Slark is like... He's a hero who can only really abuse greedy supports.
And split push. is
And
kinda-
Alliance can't... Like, their picks aren't greedy, in my opinion. Like, every single one of their heroes has good presence.
But the
you know?
Sand King did very little.
Yeah, but the Sand King didn't get punished because the other team couldn't rotate because they had a jungle Enigma. So it's okay to pick a greedy hero if the other team is playing equally as greedy and you know that your mid game is going to be better.
Yeah.
Which I think, barring MYM playing like totally out of their minds, Alliance are always going to have the better mid game. And Unicorn going to get caught up here by a Burrow Strike. Nightmare on the EGM. Crit does have Fiend's Grip if he wants to use it. Unicorn pops his BKB, but still has to run away from Loda's mass damage. They should be able to get
Force.
EGM the Force away. He's got a wand. He's actually not going to go down. Loda pops his BKB. Now wants to go in with the flat cannon, hitting Rise incredibly hard. He's not going to be able to kill him, though, because of the Ghost Walk. Crit is actually the first one to go down here, and Unicorn wants to run away from Admiral Bulldog. Bulldog with no mana, unfortunately cannot stun again. But he's got a Rapier. I mean, why not, right?
Who's got a rapier?
He will.
The Nyx.
Soon.
And Loda's making one, too.
Oh.
Hold on here.
Yeah, Admiral Bulldog.
If the rapier gets
He sold
dropped
his
on the
Force Staff
Slark,
to make a Rapier.
Well, what's the... You don't
No,
have to
even
run
if the
away.
Rapier goes in the Slark, they still lose. Like, there's no way. So,
look, man, Just trying to make it.
Game over, man. Game over.
We talked about this. There's no point lying.
It's not a lie.
Don't lie to the viewership and say that it's possible when it's
You
not.
evil bastard.
Look, Unicorn is gonna get a triple kill. Picks up the Divine.
Link
Here we go,
respawns.
boys. Here we go, Unicorn. Oh, Ghost up there.
He's gonna blink on him. He's gonna blink on him and he's gonna last hit him. Watch this from Bulldog. Oh, get that. Oh, blow
Look,
this
he's just
right.
wrecking 4. He's
What's
wrecking,
the auto-
but he can't kill anybody.
He just got thrown up in the air twice.
You know what that reminds me? You know if you go to an amusement park, there's this tower thing that drops down very fast and it picks you back up.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
What are those things called?
Bouncy tower things.
Bouncy tower thing. Well, that's what's happened to Unicorn.
It's like a yo-yo. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Dude, those things are so cool. Like, you get the feeling of weightlessness, and some people, like, really can't handle that. I went to an amusement park with my friends, and my friend Alex is like, dude, I can't go on these. I'm like, no, it's fine. You'll be okay. He's like, no, man, I really can't go on these. I'm like, it's fine. He threw up all over the place.
Oh, that's nasty, man.
Yeah.
We didn't need to hear that story.
It was funny, though.
Were you sitting beside him?
Oh, I was sitting, like, 2 people away.
Oh.
Good.
Because it was, like, me and, like, 3 other friends. So.
What if you barf midair, like the suspend?
Well, like,
barf?
kind of.
It's
Like,
just-
It's just like
it goes straight up, like, over you, right? Then it
Yeah.
comes down when you get to the end. It's not great. But anyway, some Dota happened, guys. MYM, unfortunately, still not able to post a single win, which now puts them at 0-8. Alliance
Holy.
win their first game of the day. They're going to be playing again.
against
I don't remember. You don't
Cool.
remember either.
VP.
VP. Yeah.
Yeah.
Production saved us. Well, I mean, he tried his best. He was fine. But it's our bad anyway. So that's going to be it for this game, guys. We got one more game coming up for you guys next here at the ASUS ROG DreamLeague.